It is estimated that 24 million Malaysians own an Instagram, Facebook, or WhatsApp account. 54% are frequent users of online banking. We have plenty of resources in place to plan for the distribution of our physical assets after death. But as so many of us immerse more of our lives online, maybe it's time we start thinking about what happens to our digital assets when we're gone. So, what can you do about the digital footprint you leave behind? Lawyers and web specialists are already advising people to include explicit guidelines in their wills about passing on their digital possessions.
When it comes to social media presence, I think it's really up to the deceased. What do they really want? Their digital footprint makes up of a digital legacy. If you look at millennials or our generation, I think it plays a much bigger role.
Digital assets includes our social media and digital currency accounts. Given the vast amounts of data we share online, our pictures, playlists, thoughts, and opinions become of sentimental value to our friends and family. In 2017, a German court rejected a mother's demands to access the Facebook account of her 15-year-old daughter who died in a train accident. They claimed that the information was private and did not belong to her. This is why digital service providers like Google, Facebook, and other sites have measures in place to ensure that proper actions can be taken when an account holder passes away. Google's Inactive account manager works immediately with families and representatives to either close accounts or obtain data of the deceased user. Deleting your Google account will affect all its products differently. Gmail will notify your contacts that the account is no longer active, and if you've previously shared files with them, a link will be attached for them to download. For Facebook, you can either set a legacy contact to manage your memorialized account or have it permanently deleted. Memorialized accounts are where your photos and posts will still remain visible to your friends, but no longer appear in public spaces. As Instagram is owned by Facebook, the same policies apply. Twitter requires you to present a death certificate amongst other documents for an account to be deactivated. Depending on the request, Twitter will remove content on a case-by-case basis, but they will not provide access to an account, regardless of kinships. Subscription services like Netflix requires you to contact their support pages and provide them with necessary verification documents as per their request. But if you've already cancelled their credit card, then their accounts will be put on hold and no form of payment can be made. E-wallets like GrabPay, Boost, and Touch 'n Go are still so new in our country that they don't have such policies in place yet. But if you frequent in online banking, there are some options. Maiming to you will close an account if proper documentation is presented by a next of kin. International online payment site PayPal also requires the same proof by an executor. A check will then be sent to the executor with any outstanding funds in your account. Preparing for your death in a digital world can still be somewhat of a new concern for lawmakers, and we still got a long way to go. This is why digital asset laws are already set in some states of the US. The new Uniform Digital Assets Law, or RUFADAA, ensures users the right to transfer digital assets legally. In the UK, the Society of Will Writers have set guidelines to help people leave instructions for digital assets in their wills. But what about Malaysia? Managing Director of Rockville's International Group, Saw Leong Aun, told The Edge that there are currently no specific laws governing the distribution of digital assets in Malaysia. No matter the age, writing a will is essential because it outlines and specifies who gets to legally own your assets when you die. So make sure to put your families in your wills or trust.
So you can't really say that death is only coming for you after you live a full life, right? It's not guaranteed. I would say the best time to write your first will would probably be once you start working. You might think that you don't have anything much to leave behind. It would be great to actually start talking to your family members at home. Have a casual conversation. Starting with the smaller things like digital assets will be an easier transition.
With all this new information, what would you do before leaving your digital footprint behind?